Hi there and welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer. This is A Country Life, and today I have something just a tiny bit different for you all. So Darlene over at Super at 60, she does a monthly collab and it is called Women of Faith. And so just all Christian women, one time a month, post something, and we're really doing this to support each other's channels. Hello, Joe. You just had to get in here, huh? Okay. So as I was saying, we do these collabs to support one another's channels and to just kind of help each other get the word out that there are Christian women here on YouTube, and we are just, like, our goal is to just offer joy, is to bring joy into your home. And I hope that I'm doing that. I know that Darlene does that. And then also Leslie from A Farming Pastor's Wife. She is also in today's collab, and we are all sharing something cranberry, whatever our favorite cranberry dessert, or, well, it doesn't have to be dessert, but I do love cranberries and dessert. Whatever our favorite cranberry dish is, we are sharing that. Now here's where I say it gets a little bit different here, because I originally intended to make for, well, for my family, but for you all to share like the process of making my cranberry nut pinwheels, which I think that recipe is in cookbook 1 if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of a putsy recipe, but it just yields the most delicious, yummy, and beautiful looking cookies. That was the plan, and I didn't get that done. Things, like always, there's just a lot that's always going on, right? And so some things just have to go and some things stay, and making cranberry pinwheels had to go. And I thought I was going to have to bow out on this collab. I thought, I'm just not going to get something made and filmed and edited and put up. But then just last night I was editing my most recent video that was going to go up. It was actually supposed to go up today, but it's going to end up going up tomorrow, which is this video that you're seeing right now. Does that make sense? I was editing a video where I was actually preparing desserts for our cranberry harvest party, which is like for all the people that work cranberry harvest, the day after the last day of work or whatever, we just have a big party and feed everybody and just have a really good time and just kind of celebrate the harvest being in. All right, well, in there, of course, I was making cranberry desserts. I made cranberry nut bars with cream cheese frosting. I also made ginger bars. I also made skedaddles. If you don't know what a skedaddle is, you gotta continue watching this video. That's the third dessert that I make. And then at the very end, I also make one more little treat for that harvest party. Just a super, super simple little treat using fresh cranberries. This is the season to get fresh cranberries, so it's one of those things that can be made for your little, like a little Thanksgiving appetizer, a little sweet appetizer, or just something to set out on a platter to offer. And they're beautiful too. The cranberries just add such a nice pop of color. So as I was editing, I was like, I could just make a new intro for this video, and this could be my collaboration entry, because I'm making 2 cranberry desserts. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I know that there's ginger bars in this video. I know that there's skedaddles in this video, which are not cranberry related. If you're only here for the cranberry, just skip over that, but make sure you go to the end to watch the last little treat. It's so easy and so yummy. So before I morph into that video here, I just wanted to show you a couple of these little daily devotionals that I love. I have more, but I just brought out a couple of them right here. So this goes day by day throughout the whole year, and every day starts with a verse, a short little reflection, and then a prayer. And it just seems like I don't pick these up every single day. I kind of go in spurts where I'll have like a really good 2 or 3 weeks, and then it could be 2 months before I pick it up again. But I just always find great inspiration from these books. This one is Joyfully Living the Gospel Day by Day. This one is very uplifting. It's always kind of encouraging and, well, just joyful. This one I had bought originally for Warren, and he went through the whole thing, and he thought that this one sometimes was a little bit heavy, in the sense that it was kind of, I mean, as always, you want to always encourage yourself to do better, but he said sometimes this one was a little bit heavy. All right, let's get on with the food. That's what you're here for. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, guys.
It is 9 o'clock here on this Friday morning, and I'm hoping that by noon that I have 3 desserts ready to go. We are having our annual post-harvest party tonight, and I wanted to make some desserts, and you are excited, huh?
Yeah.
So we're going to make 3 different desserts here today. First, cranberry bars with cream cheese frosting, ginger bars, as well as skedaddles.
Just give it. Go to bed.
Which one is your favorite?
Yes.
Cranberry bars, ginger bars, or skedaddles?
Skedaddles like gingerbread.
The ginger bars are your favorite?
Yeah, bars.
I thought so.
It's snowing.
We are getting snow flurries right now.
Yeah, it's snow.
Literally, yes, it is snowing out there. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
well, the first 2 recipes are in like volume 1 of my cookbook. It's the one that has my picture on the front. It's the one that says favorite recipes, a country life. So these 2 recipes are on page 45 and 46. They are in the desserts section. So first off, cranberry bars. I've had a couple questions about my some people had noticed that I got a new beater. It's not a KitchenAid brand, but it said it was compatible. I ordered it through Amazon. It is stainless steel. I know it's snowing. Isn't that exciting? And so I can link this in the description box. I think I'm never going to have to buy another one. The other 2 were those enamel ones that were actually KitchenAid. And after a while, they start to like chip, and then I had to get a new one because you don't want chipped paint in your food.
In the picture, Joe is wearing boots and a t-shirt.
Wow. You got 2 minutes? Yeah. Susan.
Yeah, but
What? They're better than
sometimes like them. I like cold pizza. And it came with like a sandwich and hamburgers and fries. And I was like,
Everything is frozen. Literally. Oh. Alright, cranberry bars are going in at 350 degrees. I always like to use a glass pan for these. I think they just turn out better. And I think it's going to have to go in for about 40 minutes. I'll have to check my recipe. Yep, I had it right. 40 minutes.
Peter, he got his card.
Alright? What?
Right now I'm making some ginger bars.
Like shop.
making? Can I have some?
Yes.
What are you making?
I'm making skedaddles.
What is it out?
Marshmallows.
Those things that are like Rice Krispies, but they're not.
Yeah, maybe that's like
In like little bars.
for some
Kind of, yes.
burgers.
Chocolate.
Yeah. Oh, those are so good.
some. Where is that?
In the cup holder.
Yeah. Okay, we're in April when this stuff is still on the ground. Tell me how excited you're gonna be.
Not excited at all.
But right now it's exciting.
That's why I say it's exciting for a little while.
Thanks.
Stop with Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I'm getting set here to put together the skedaddles. This is something that my mom always made when I was a young girl. Took these to Girl Scout gatherings and things. Anyway, I have 3/4 cup of white sugar, 2 tablespoons of butter, and a 1/2 cup of evaporated milk. I'm going to bring this to a hard boil, and then I'm going to remove it from the heat and stir in a 1/2 bag, which is about a cup of chocolate chips. And I like the semi-sweet, but I suppose you could use any kind of chocolate chips or any kind of chips now that I think about it. Butterscotch chips, the vanilla chips, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, whatever kind of flavoring you like. I think it would be all very, very good. These are the main components, though, of the skedaddles. It is the little chow mein noodles and then marshmallows. Once everything is melted over on the stove, I will pour it over this. We'll drop it onto wax paper in small little bite-sized pieces. I turned my back for a moment and Joe put on an apron and was going to put these chocolate chips in there. I was like, oh no. So I put him to work here. He's just going to stir this until it comes to a boil. You want to see what that looks like?
Yes, sir.
Through the camera? Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yep, keep stirring until it comes to a boil. And that's what it's looking like outside right now. It's actually sticking to the trees. It's sticking to the windshields. And we are getting snow.
3 cups chocolate chips.
3/4 cup.
4 cup chocolate chips. Hot.
Hot is right. Okay, stir it. I'll get the last of those out. You stir.
I think we're gonna try Wall of the World. Shoot, you wanna go on? Oh, shoot. We're gonna take. Timer go off.
Yeah. All right, it's 40 minutes later. Cranberry bars came out of the oven. I just popped into the oven the ginger cookie bars, and those are going to go for about 10 or 12 minutes. You really don't want to overbake those, otherwise the edges will get a little too hard. And the ginger bars really work best if once they come out of the oven, you don't want to serve them right away because you have to kind of take them out of the oven when they're still pretty puffy and pretty soft. And then as they cool, it's like they almost continue to bake just a little bit. You gonna put the apron away?
Yeah.
Okay, you put that away. I did add, I just thought that it seemed a little too chocolatey from what I remember. Yeah. So I did actually add in a few more, which probably totaled, the kids actually ate what was left in this can. Luckily I had another can, so I added some, but it probably totaled this entire can, which is 5 ounces of chow mein noodles rather than just the 2 cups, because measuring out 2 cups seemed like it just wasn't enough. And I put this recipe into, it's in my newest cookbook, volume 2. I put this recipe in just the way that my mom had written it, but it does seem like I said, it does seem like it could use a little bit more chow mein noodles. But if you like it more coated and super chocolatey, don't add the extra noodles. Well, I feel like I'm making these a little bit too big. Because it's supposed to make 3 dozen. I mean, come on. I don't think this is going to make 36. 3, 6, 9. I've only made 11 so far. All right, in the end, it made 20 skedaddles. I think I could have made some of these. Why is there a fruit fly flying around? It is snowing out. All of the bugs should be gone. I think some of these I probably could have made smaller. That could have been made into 2. That one could have been made into 2. Anyway, I didn't. So this is it. I'm going to let these harden up, and then this will be another one of the desserts that we serve at the harvest party tonight. I am going to want to let this cool for at least an hour, so I'm going to move it off of the stove top and put it on a wire rack over on my counter, let it cool for at least an hour before adding the frosting. All right, ginger bars are out of the oven, so I always know when the ginger bars are done because they kind of puff up. They get just a couple small cracks in them, and then when I take them out of the oven, the puff goes down, and then I just let them cool completely, and that way I know they're still going to be chewy because we really like them to be chewy, and the edges aren't going to be too crunchy. Sometimes if I think, oh, I don't think they're quite done, and I pop them back in the oven, then the edges, like when I mean edges, sometimes even in like 2 inches, they'll almost get a little too firm, a little too crunchy. And although Warren and I really like those crunchy edges, sometimes the kids don't always like that. You like it too, the crunchy edges? All right, well, Maria likes the crunchy edges too. I do know for sure Joe does not. So at 10 after 10, which that was only like about an hour and a little bit after I started, I was done with all of the desserts except the frosting for the cranberry bars. So it is so cold in the house right now that even the butter and the cream cheese sitting out did not really come to, well, it came to room temperature, but room temperature is about 62 right now. So anyway, I'm just going to get this whipping up so I can add in some vanilla and powdered sugar and some milk. And since I have evaporated milk from the Skedaddles, I'm just adding a little evaporated milk rather than regular milk to the frosting. It's a great way to use this up. I actually put a little bit in my hot chocolate before too. Did he go down by Sam? There's Peter. I think I just heard the door. Unless that's Sam. All right, and that is it. It is 20 minutes to noon, and I have them all done. And that was the goal, was to get everything finished up by noon. One more sweet treat got made for tonight. So these are so easy to do. This is just a pretzel. As Warren says, they look like owl faces. And then you just take a Rolo, put the Rolo on top of the pretzel, put it in the oven at 250 degrees for 3 minutes, up to 5 minutes, basically until the chocolate has kind of that little bit of a shine. You know that it's soft and melty. When you bring it out, you just put the biggest cranberries that you can find. You pop those cranberries on top, and this is so delicious. You get that little tart and juiciness from the cranberry with the sweet and chewy of the caramel and the salt, and it is just so good. So anyway, this is a fun little treat. I also just picked out some of the biggest cranberries as well. These we are going to put on toothpicks and dip in caramel for anybody who would rather do it that way. That's always a good sweet treat as well. Originally, this was not going to be part of the video, but I thought let's just toss that in there because it is cranberry season, and I just want to show you guys all the fun things you can do with cranberries. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Just a quick peek into my kitchen here today, making 3 different desserts for you. If you give one of these a try, you can always tag me, show a picture on Instagram. You can also just let me know in the comments or shoot me an email. I love to hear about when you guys try my recipes and what you think about them. Even if you don't care for it, let me know. That's okay too, I don't mind. We don't all like the same food, that's for sure. So if you got some value out of today's video, give it a thumbs up, and I'd love to have you subscribe and be a part of this YouTube family. All right, we will catch you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye.